All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming to the Libertarian Party of Oregon's affiliate strategy launch. Going to be sharing with you today our kind of vision and MO towards forming different county affiliates and what our strategy basically for the state party here in Oregon is going to be going forward until we reach 2024. I think it's really important that we establish our next level of the party, establish that grassroots level that can take part in local county elections, and basically is our delegated different offshoots that we can use to bring in new people as they come in, become interested in the Libertarian Party of Oregon. We can find a local to them group of like-minded people that they can start working with and kind of help foster their involvement in the party. I know it's very difficult to get things started when you're all alone. So that's what these, the formation of these different affiliates or county teams will be really important for. Really quickly, with everyone here, we'll just go down the list. I'm going to call out your name. If you could say what county you're in, just so we have an idea of who's in which county. I'll start with myself. Newsville Hobson, I'm in Hood River County. And Katie, what county are you in?
Washington County.
And Gregor, what county are you in?
Washington.
Awesome. Peter?
Clackattack, Clackamas.
All right. And Marion?
I'm Multnomah, but I'm trying to sell my house and become Clackamas.
Okay. Pablo?
Multnomah.
Multnomah. Travis?
Sherman.
Sherman. Okay. And Nathan?
Washington County.
Thank you. And William Johnson?
I'm in Marion County.
Marion County. Taylor?
Polk County.
Can you repeat that?
Polk.
Polk County. Thank you. Yep. Michelle, can you say which county you're in?
Multnomah.
Multnomah. And Tom?
The People's Republic of Multnomah.
Okay. And Brad?
Another Clackamas County.
Nice. Great. And in future meetings where we talk about the county affiliates, I'm definitely going to ask people to read off their, shout out their counties. Sometimes that's surprising information to some people. It's definitely, if you are in the same county as another libertarian, you should be working together and forming that county affiliate, getting that basic infrastructure in and operational. All right. I'm going to now hold 1 second. Sorry, 1 second. I am not the super good at sharing the slides yet for. Okay, sorry, slideshow. Duh. Okay, here we go. 1 second. Share. Boop. Started at the top. Look away. Let me. Sorry. Try that again. Boomering this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so yeah, this is the strategy meeting. You're all in. There are 36 counties in Oregon that we have. We're going to basically try to make our the 36 versions of the Libertarian Party of Oregon on the county level. Not every county, I think, is going to be clear cut and just be like one county. There are definitely affiliates that can join forces and form a dual county affiliate or if counties need to collectivize a little bit more, to be able to reach kind of a critical mass of volunteers where they're able to get stuff done. That's totally acceptable. So the number probably won't end up being 36 once we're statewide, but that's definitely a goal to get more than what we currently have, which is technically 0 official county affiliates. We do have a Lane County affiliate group. I believe they're not an official group. Is that correct, Katie?
So we have 0. There are 2 distinct entities here. There's affiliates or parties, county parties, and Lane County affiliate is not a county party. There, that's what I want to say.
Thank you. Yeah, but we are eagerly anticipating the very first official county party. But to get there, first we have to take some steps before we can get to the very official, kind of end goal for a county, which is to form their county affiliate in the official capacity that's recognized by the Libertarian Party of Oregon. And there's another picture. So the only way that is going to happen is if we recruit leaders, and we need people in counties that are willing to lead. So we need to ask people to choose to lead. All great movements need leaders. Libertarians are no exception to this rule. Leaders are people that try to motivate and direct the actions of groups of people. Good leaders offer a vision and take on some level of responsibility for the success of the group. The LPO is in desperate need of good leaders. If we are ever to grow as a political force here in our state, please consider stepping up and taking on the role of county organizer if you don't see anyone else in that role. So I think going forward, we would like to give people who are forming their county affiliates an official title, which is county organizer, which would be different than a county level volunteer. Just so we can understand people who are taking on some level of responsibility for their affiliate and its formation and its function and its, basically, it's goals for moving forward. So we are going to ask people to start doing these very basic steps once they choose to lead. We're going to ask them to start building. When it comes to building your county party, the first thing we need is a way for people to find us and hear what we have to say. That's why we're asking county organizers to go ahead and create the LP social media presence for their county. It's easy, it's fun, it's a great, easy first win for our activists to take. Once that is done, the more complicated tasks of building a website, starting a PAC, forming it can all be tackled as your county team grows and brings in more volunteers. So yeah, this is obviously the easiest thing someone could get started on. Some people might not think it's incredibly important, but I think giving people who are kind of coming into the party, don't know where to start, don't know what the process is, giving them something very achievable, doable, something that's essentially free to get started is a great way to give people a sense of belonging, that they're helping build the group and that they are contributing in some way. And it's not overly complicated. It's not going to scare off people that maybe don't have time commitment, maybe are a little intimidated by the idea of becoming more involved in a political party and all the processes and laws that start to apply as you go later on into the into your political career. Those are largely not in existence with creating just a social media account. So we want to give people that achievable first goal and kind of build them up. And I think creating the social media presence for your county is a very good way to do that. We want to give people the permission to go ahead and do that even if they're all alone in the county by themselves, that they don't see another presence of their county party, they should take the step to go ahead and start building that. If they do see obviously already a social media presence, they should reach out, offer to assist to help build it, maybe build it on other platforms, and help continue.
Question for you, Will.
Sure, go ahead.
what are we recommending people call their accounts? Like Clackamas County Libertarian Party, Clackamas County Libertarians, or?
I don't know if it's necessarily necessary to give a, like, you have to do it in a strict format. I think as long as the basic message is brought across that this is the Libertarian Party of this county in Oregon, that would be good. I think maybe some counties that have very more generic names like Washington County should probably have to go to a little bit more effort to like say like, oh, we're in Oregon. Yeah, what unique names that probably are counties that don't exist in other states like Multnomah are probably fine just saying Multnomah Libertarian Party. So
Yeah, there's
Uh,
most county names in Oregon do exist in other states, actually.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
yeah,
maybe probably not Multnomah, but yeah, like
you picked that
Baker
one.
County or
One resource that is available is that the Mises Caucus's designer, Christian Malazart, has gone and made a bulk set of logos for all 50 states, all counties in the states. So, and those, the county name says Multnomah County and then Oregon, OR. And so I'll share that resource with anyone interested in getting like official Libertarian Party branding with their county name on it.
Yeah, so we will definitely make that resource available, and because that is a great way to get started if you're not graphics design savvy. So yeah, the other prong of this affiliate formation strategy is to motivate our county organizers to get in-person meetings going. So get a hangout going. The other prong of our affiliate formation strategy is to get some kind of in-person meetings started. We can't tell you what it is it's going to work for you in your neat situation in your county, but starting off with a happy hour at your favorite pub, a book club at your local coffee shop, or a Saturday barbecue at your place are some ideas that might work. New members to a group tend to stick around if there is some social benefit to doing so. And a fun hangout with like-minded people is a great one. So it's definitely, I think sometimes our political party, sometimes we see our mission is very narrow. And while yes, political parties should, as their major mission, be getting candidates on the ballot, putting out statements on referendums or issues in your state, it's sort of it can't actually accomplish those if it doesn't have a tight-knit group of dedicated people that work well together and have some level of organizational chemistry with each other. And the best way to do that is to also make it fun. So basically we are sort of front loading all the fun stuff to get people to kind of in the door, start organizing and start making the groups kind of enticing. But we definitely, once we bring people in, we definitely want to start, once they reach a critical mass of people, start having them actually get work done, which is the next step. Take local action. Once you have an online and in-person presence, start attending your local city councils and county commissioners meetings. Look at what problems your community is facing, how you can work with others to address them, work with other groups where you share a common purpose. This will help you gain experience in your efforts to recruit new members and build a reputation with local voters. We definitely want to show people that we are present, we are committed, we are not whatever fantasy version of libertarians that are in their heads that they heard, while they were in college, or they interacted with one person who read Ayn Rand, and now their opinion is forever colored by that one interaction. We want to show people that we're compassionate, we care about our community, we are intelligent, we are creative problem solvers, we do offer a different vision, and that we are a political force that can be reckoned with. And I definitely think that starting the group off on some local issues is a great way to do that. It's tangible. It's not some, large amorphous, problem that exists on the national level that, seems undefeatable. These are much more manageable, much more in your face problems. And it also, again, will build reputation with local voters if they can see that the local Libertarian Party, who they can meet face to face, is trying to move the ball on some important issues. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that sometimes the name voluntarists is interchangeable with libertarians. And so I think if you don't want to have the face of being like a political party necessarily, that's a good name to throw out there, but it still will connect people to the ideas that are part of the libertarian movement.
Sure. Yeah. I definitely would, if you think creating a local group with voluntarists as the name is the best way to get people involved. Yeah, sometimes people have kind of allergic reactions to some words, and if you can kind of help them get over that by using different words that they feel more comfortable with, but are still honest, don't want to be dishonest, that's great. I like voluntarists as well. Let's go on to the next one. So this is going to be, I think this would be a great project for the next couple years, is to help form these county affiliates, bring these teams in. They will, not only will this help our party become stronger at a local level, have all these different feedback, benefits to the state party as well. It'll also lay the foundation for 2024. Forming our county teams and affiliates over the next 2 years will be vitally important to our LP National 2024 strategy of recruitment and education. The teams we form today are the ones we will use in the years ahead to onboard interested voters and nurture a new generation of libertarian activists to continue to grow the LP and fight for liberty. So from the people I get to talk to on a pretty regular basis who are in the National Party, the 2024 presidential campaign is definitely going to take some different turns. It's definitely going to be more primarily focused on, we're definitely going to still be doing all the things we normally do, which is seek out ballot access, go for the throat. If for some miracle we were to win, that would be very interesting and fantastic. But one of the other things we are putting on as a major goal with the next presidential cycle will be to educate average Americans about what our ideals are, and to try to kind of foster a culture that's conducive to libertarianism, and to recruit people into the party, and to show them that we are not just solely a political party. We are a movement. We are an ideology that we want to teach people is the better way to go about our society than to the authoritarian ways of like the Democrats and the Republicans. We want to, have an inclusive party where we bring in a lot of different people who have, come from a lot of different walks of life, urbanites, suburbanites, people from rural areas, but we can all, we all kind of sign on to a similar culture of freedom and liberty, of less government, voluntarism, as Katie put, and we want to find different ways to teach that philosophy to people as kind of our major prong. And having all these different county teams, as we start to get a lot more interest in 2024, and people start to see some of the big things that we were able to accomplish in media and earned media that we didn't get before. We want to have those county teams in place so they, as people are coming in and showing that first tentative interest step, we can immediately get them to a local group that's highly motivated to bring them into their circle, get them doing things, not feel like so many times. I think we have people get into our party that come into our party. They don't have any other local libertarians to kind of lean on to work with. They kind of become nihilist and bug out and leave the party again. I really want these different county teams to be there to essentially like catch them and not let them go, not let them kind of give in to the nihilism and think like, well, there's no hope in the political process, we can't do this. We want to make gains and we don't want to go backwards. So yeah, and that's just kind of like the general steps. If you need to see them like numbered, we're gonna ask people to create their social media accounts, whether that's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, You could be anything though. You could, if you think Getter is going to get you more people or whatever social media company that Trump started, go for it. You know, do whatever outreach you need to do to bring people in. Yeah, Twitter is good for creating stories and connecting with local journalists. Pablo spoke about the county logos that are available. Yeah, you can organize meetings on Meetup or within the Facebook group. You can also advertise them on Discord. And we do have Google Calendars now on the website at lporegon.org where you can put that, your meeting. And then once you start having those meetings, you get people coming to them. Invite individuals that seem interested to your events. Once they seem comfortable with your group, you can ask them to share their contact information, and then you just give them this link, which is very short. Should just be like it's essentially just like name, email, phone number, and county of residency, and maybe a couple other things. And we will take that information kind of into a funnel. We'll put it into your county database, and then you can, as a county organizer, you can continue to contact people with that and to organize. And our data right now, the LP it's not great, and it's going to take a long time to get it fixed up. So what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to start collecting our own data and try to eventually bring what data we have in its different places, try to eventually synthesize that into a collective database, and eventually we'll probably get some kind of CRM going. But I don't want to wait so many years for that to happen. I think it's right now we're kind of untangling ourselves from a lot of data issues in national, but we should eventually see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as that goes. So yeah, don't give up. Libertarians, don't give up. Let's create a culture of where we don't just roll over and give in to apathy and nihilism. More than anything, if we have a message to other liberty lovers in Oregons, you don't have to fight the authoritarians alone, because you're not alone. And that will be the major purpose of this affiliate, is to tell other people that they are not alone. They don't have to, fight the state all by themselves. So anyway, I'm going to stop
That is a
sharing.
great picture.
Thank you. Yeah. One libertarian's worth like that many authoritarians, everyone. I've seen you guys in action. I know what you can do. So yeah, right at 6:30. That's awesome. So yeah, for the next 15 minutes, I felt like we could go around, talk about our strategy, whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, whether it needs some tweaks to make it better. Obviously, it's a little bit of my kind of brainchild that I've kind of thought up, although I think there's definitely a lot of elements of other people in here that have brought really good ideas. If I am coming up with some bad ideas, I want to, like you guys can tell me, we can change it, we can alter it, but I think this is a pretty good way to just kind of get people started kind of in the motions of forming their groups. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, so I'm a treasurer here. One thing I just discovered is that challenge grants and matching grants seem to be effective in terms of giving people to give. And because the affiliate guidelines under the Libertarian Party of Oregon required the creation of a PAC and the establishment of a bank account, one suggestion I had for the LPO board would be the creation of a matching grant fund for local counties to seed a bank account. In other words, if you are a new county party or if you are a new PAC, Libertarian Party of Oregon will match up to, say, $250 from the Libertarian Party of Oregon's operating fund to create that PAC. And that was just one thing that I would suggest, because that's actually a lot of very technical motions you have to go through. But once you start that, then you are well on your way to creating that county party.
Yeah, I think that could definitely help if money is an issue for our local small parties when they're getting to that phase where they have the critical mass of people that want to start taking on the more technical challenges of forming the official PAC or county party. So yeah, that's a great idea. Hopefully by then we have lots of money that we can fund such a matching venture. So absolutely, that's a good one to remember.
Hey, William Johnson's asking for data, and that's a really, really important question here. Will, you should take a look at.
Sorry, who's asking for what?
Willie Johnson's asking about voter lists, and that is something that we can get you, Willie. Contact me. Kyle has resigned, and I am now interfacing with the Secretary of State to get a voter list for our most recent election and the recent 24 elections as well.
Yes, and the voter list, I believe, doesn't come with phone numbers or emails, which I think it's like a name and an address, correct?
They have some names, some emails. I'm
Okay.
just looking at the data that I got from Kyle a couple months ago on Multnomah, and of the 20,000 like what voters on that list, only like 80 had like email or something.
Yeah. Yep. So we've got we definitely got a big job on our hands to create the data that we can pull from. So, and we are essentially, we've got it in some different places, but we've got to start, building our data that eventually will become our CRM, I think. So
I have a question about how we handle data and how we can permission people to use the data. Like I think right now we have kind of a gentleman's agreement. I wondered, is there any guidance out there on how to basically cut lists if people can walk in from like nowhere and say, I'm a libertarian, I hang out for a while, we vet them, they want to get data, like they're otherwise like a stranger to us. Like, how do we validate we're not giving it to some total psychopath?
that's a good question.
I.e. the Imhoffs of Idaho.
Yeah, and something I definitely want to do is bring in experts from other state parties that have experienced forming affiliates who are much farther along in the process than we are, because they know what we don't know, and what we can do is once we start, there's going to be a level of coordination with these different county affiliate groups. So like I would like us to have, like the leaders of the different county groups have regular meetings where we're organizing on messaging. We're, trying to, kind of magnify our efforts by working together. If we want to go after a certain political figure, or if we want to go after a certain issue, we can, have, like coordinated messaging. And in addition to coordinating on messaging, I'd love us to coordinate on meetings where we that are educational, where we can learn from other LP members outside of Oregon that are much farther along this process. Again, Oregon has a ton of catching up to do. We essentially had over a decade dark age where we didn't even have a state convention that reached quorum. So we want to reach out to states that are farther along so we don't have to reinvent the wheel so many times and get that. And I can personally take that on, reaching out to leadership from other states and seeing if maybe they'd like to come in and have like a talk with us, maybe like an online little seminar of like county affiliate formation. I think that would be very useful to all of us.
Can I jump in here?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really important to stay in contact with the people that you do get original contact with. So even if you have like only 80 phone numbers in Multnomah County, that's a lot if you stay in contact with those people. And I think that one of the reasons why people are leery of giving out their data is because they just get spam, or it's used in a way that they're not going to like. So I think that libertarians can actually be really good at personal contact with people and respectful, and that means that we can honor people's data by using it well. So just when you're building a county affiliate, if you only get a response from 10 or 15 people, just keep staying in touch with those 10 or 15 people. And then that usually becomes kind of a self-sorting group, right? Like then it's down to like 5, and then do what you can with 5 people. So that's all.
All right. Any other questions?
We were talking earlier about having a Google form to help people with onboarding. Is that still something we want to do?
Yeah.
Yes, I'll drop the link for you. Should we give it to everyone right now?
Yeah, we could go ahead and distribute that. That link is going to be pretty shared around a lot, so it's okay if we share it here.
Yeah, I would love feedback. Make sure if something doesn't make sense, let us know. This isn't written in stone, so we can remove field, add a field. Have at.
Yeah, once you have someone that's like attending meetings and starting to get comfortable, and you think they're going to be okay to like give out their contact information, you can just give them this link, say like, hey, just type it in here and just send it off. And then that way we have it, we can populate it on your sheet. You don't have to like worry about a piece of paper that you wrote on a Post-it note stuffed in your pocket and left it on like a coffee table and you don't know where it is anymore. It's captured. It's not going to go anywhere. That's probably the way to go. And I know and when I've done in-person events and organizing, sometimes those papers, they get kind of hard to find again after a while. So, yeah.
I guess just one last thing. I said something in the chat, but if anyone here wants to be a county organizer for your county, let me know and I can share the sheet that we made with you.
Yeah.
Or after the meeting, whatever.
Hopefully everyone here is probably already what I would describe as a county organizer. But if you're not yet, consider being one and help growing your affiliate. And if you don't already have a social media set up on a certain platform, and you've got some free time and you're like, man, I could be volunteering a little bit more. Hey, that's a really easy way to do it. Set it up. We're going to start getting a list of all the different LP presences on social media. We'll get a list. People will be able to follow each other, like each other's content. And then we can, start taking those coordinated actions on social media. So that will all be stuff that we build out.
Katie, did you establish that Washington County Facebook page?
No. Yes, and I don't use the Washington County Facebook page like at all anymore. So that's something we should get together and talk about because I haven't found it. I haven't been using it or maintaining it, and I just don't have the time or bandwidth to do that. Which brings me to another point, perhaps. So there's like 7 different counties represented in this meeting, I think, if I did my counting right. Is it possible to become like super organized and have, I don't know, 5 or 6 people from this meeting that would volunteer to be not a county organizer, but another person that people could be sent to from whatever county they're in? Like, do you know what I mean? Like we have 36 counties in Oregon and we have a lot of good representation here. What we don't have is a lot of coastal representation, and like Eastern Oregon is kind of out there. So I'm just wondering who to send those folks to before, just to even have somebody to talk to.
I guess those people, we'd probably want to bring them into the Discord, since that's kind of like the state level like communication hub.
Right.
And like really try to convince them like, hey, this is where you can meet like over 100, like nearly all active, like libertarians, like talking and communicating. And you can find your local county channel. If you want to organize on a regional basis, maybe we can make regional channels until people can get down to more like nitty gritty level. So yeah, we could start maybe working on a regional structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travis volunteered. Thanks, Travis.
Also, Katie, if you can like write me a couple sentences in the chat of what you would like in terms of a volunteer, and then a best email to reach you or someone on the board about this, I can put it as an announcement on our website, and then we can basically do what we did and promote it on Discord and Facebook and email, like we did with the public policy board, which was able to garner like 15 responses, which is amazing, and we can get you more volunteers to make. I think a lot of state or a lot of county affiliate organizing teams for you would be helpful. So we can promote that.
So Katie, would you like it if the affiliate committee for the LPO was populated by people that were stepping up on the regional basis.
Yes, I mean, I think like just to be really transparent here, I think one of the broader visions for the Public Policy Board was to have it be representative of the whole state at some point, right? So we're kind of working alongside county parties. So we've got 11 people on the Public Policy Board now, right?
Right, and I'm saying we put out another call for volunteers for a different set of 11 people or 10 people or 5 people or 10 or as many people as want to step up to help you on the affiliate committee, distinct from
Yeah.
Public Policy Board.
I mean, I kind of like the number 6. I would love 6 volunteers to help with that. So maybe I'll write it now and put it in the chat window because that's the only way it will get done.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we could, try to divide Oregon into like regions, like in the counties within that region are under the purview of like that volunteer. And then maybe those are the people that try to instigate people that are just coming in to stepping up and becoming county organizers. And that's like where that middle management would find its role, perhaps. I'm thinking. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Good. Good.
Guess
This
to
was a
avoid
talk.
confusion, maybe we could just call these people state affiliate organizers. I don't know.
Oh, I love titles.
We just call them like regional, I don't
Regional
know,
county organizers.
regional
works.
organizers. Just I don't know.
Yeah,
Coordinators?
Regional, thank you. That's the one. Regional county coordinators. How about that?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Regional affiliate corner. Love it. Look how much bureaucracy we're making just right in a 30-minute meeting. We are
I have
awesome.
a question about the affiliate rules on the LPO website. Does anybody know what the process is by which we can change some of those? Because they list I know this is nitty gritty dumb stuff, but they list like some of the benefits of becoming a county party affiliate are things that people that like any PAC can do anyway, like putting out statements in the voter ballot, which we just did, and one of them is like using the name Libertarian Party, which is, you know, reserved for affiliates, but it's not like we're going to come after anybody for using that on a Facebook.
So that policy was made kind of in a pinch like many of the libertarian policies are made. So the best way to attack that, I think, is actually to talk about that in conjunction with the convention, because that's where we discuss changes in policies or changes in language for rules.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'll just like write it and bring it as a motion.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, I wanted to make sure this kind of stayed to roughly 45 minutes. So unless somebody has just a question that's just burning inside them, I think we're going to go ahead and call it good here. But thank you. I appreciate you all. And yeah, I look forward to the next 2 years building out our county affiliates and getting this party up to fighting shape. So thank you so much.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, Will. I'm going to post links to this